In the quiet expanse of the cosmos, amidst the endless symphony of dying stars and newborn galaxies, there are whispers. Most are just the background hum of the universe, the echoes of the Big Bang, the steady pulse of distant pulsars. But sometimes, just sometimes, a whisper stands out. A whisper that makes us lean in closer. A whisper that sparks a question we've asked for millennia. Are we alone? On a warm summer night, August 15, 1977, an astronomer named Jerry Emin was doing what he always did, poring over data from the Big Ear radio telescope at Ohio State University. The telescope was part of the SETI project, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. Its massive ear was pointed towards the heavens, listening for anything out of the ordinary, any signal that couldn't be explained by natural phenomena. For years, the data had been a monotonous stream of cosmic static. But on that night, something was different. As Emin scanned the printouts, a sequence of characters jumped off the page. It was a string of letters and numbers, 6EQUJ5. To the untrained eye, it looked like gibberish. But to an astronomer, it was electrifying. This code represented the intensity of a radio signal in the system they used. Numbers 1 through 9 denoted rising intensities. Once the intensity surpassed 9, they switched to letters, with A being 10, B being 11, and so on. The sequence 6EQUJ5 showed a signal that started low, rose sharply, peaking at you, an intensity more than 30 times stronger than the background noise of deep space, and then faded away. The whole event lasted just 72 seconds. It was a perfect bell curve, exactly what you'd expect if a fixed telescope detected a signal from a specific point in space as the Earth rotated. Emin was so stunned he circled the sequence on the printout and wrote a single word in the margin: wow. And so, the legend of the wow signal was born. This wasn't just noise. It was a powerful, narrow-band radio signal, precisely the kind of transmission that scientists predicted an intelligent civilization might use to announce its presence. It came from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius, near a star group called Chisholm, and most importantly, it was broadcast at a frequency of 1420 MHz. This frequency, known as the hydrogen line, is incredibly significant. Hydrogen is the most abundant element in the universe, and it naturally emits radio waves at this specific frequency. Many scientists have theorized that any intelligent species trying to make contact would choose this cosmic water cooler as a universal hailing frequency, a channel that any technologically capable civilization would know to check. The wow signal hit this mark almost perfectly. It was as if someone had deliberately aimed a cosmic searchlight right at us, using the most logical frequency imaginable. The scientific community was buzzing with excitement. Could this be it? The moment humanity finally made contact? The Big Ear telescope was immediately redirected to the same patch of sky, hoping to catch the signal again. Astronomers around the world aimed their own telescopes at the source. They listened, and they waited, but the sky remained silent. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and months into years. Despite more than 100 subsequent attempts by various teams and telescopes, the wow signal has never been detected again. It was a one-time cosmic shout, followed by an eternal, deafening silence. This silence is perhaps the most profound mystery of all. If it was an intelligent signal, why did it stop? Was it a beacon that we just happened to catch for a fleeting moment? A message that wasn't meant for us? Or was the sender silenced, either by their own doing or some cosmic catastrophe? Naturally, scientists have tried to find a natural explanation. Could it have been a signal from Earth bouncing off a piece of space debris? Unlikely. The signal was too specific, and its trajectory matched a deep space origin. What about a previously unknown astronomical phenomenon, like a flaring star or a scintillating pulsar? Researchers have considered many possibilities. One theory proposed a pair of comets that happened to be passing through the telescope's field of view at the time. These comets, with their large hydrogen clouds, could have potentially generated a signal. However, this theory has been largely contested. The comets weren't in the exact right spot, and it's not clear they could produce a signal so strong and so sharply focused. Another idea is that it was an interstellar scintillation, sort of cosmic twinkling, where a weaker, continuous signal from a distant source was momentarily amplified by a chance alignment of interstellar gas and dust, like a cosmic magnifying glass. This could explain why we only saw it once. The perfect alignment may never happen again. It's a plausible idea, but it requires a constant, underlying signal that we've never been able to find. So we're left with the tantalizing, unsettling possibility that Jerry Emin was right, that it was, simply, wow, a genuine, intelligent signal from a world far beyond our own, a message in a bottle, cast into the cosmic ocean, that washed ashore on our planet for just 72 seconds before being swept away by the current. The story of the wow signal isn't just about a strange radio anomaly. It's about our own deep-seated need to find connection, to know that we are not the only ones looking up at the stars and wondering. It captures the very essence of exploration, the thrill of the unknown, the patience of the search, and the profound humility that comes with realizing our place in the vastness of space. Think about the civilization that might have sent it. If they exist, are they still there? Are they like us? Do they feel joy, wonder, and loneliness? Did they send their message with hope, expecting a reply? Or was it a final farewell, a last gasp from a dying world? The 72 seconds of data give us no answers, only more questions. Questions that echo in the silence that followed. For over 4 decades, the origin of the wow signal has remained one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in science. It stands as a silent monument to a single moment of extraordinary possibility. It reminds us that the universe is not only stranger than we imagine, but it may be stranger than we can imagine. The signal itself may be long gone, but its legacy endures. It fuels the tireless work of a new generation of astronomers who continue to scan the skies with ever more powerful instruments, listening for another whisper, another wow. Perhaps one day, we will hear it again. Perhaps the silence will be broken, and the conversation that may have started on that August night in 1977 will finally begin. Until then, we listen, we wonder, and we keep our eyes and ears open to the cosmos, hoping for another sign that we are not alone in the quiet dark. The search continues, driven by that one fleeting, powerful signal that left us with a single, resounding word: wow. Thank you for joining me on this journey into one of astronomy's most compelling mysteries. If you enjoy exploring the wonders and enigmas of our universe, consider subscribing for more stories from the cosmos. Until next time, keep looking up.